So it's 2 a.m. on a late Thursday evening, technically Friday, September 13th. I didn't need to look at my phone. And I wanted to make a video. September 1st, my life changed completely. And ooh, that, September 1st, my life changed completely. I have a new boyfriend. I know I'm supposed to make this video relatively soon, and I suck at deadlines, but as you can tell, this is it. So here are some pictures of my boyfriend and me and John. So there you go. Cute, isn't he? I haven't had a chance to actually make this video because I've been trying to, and I have failed on that, and I'm sorry about that. It's funny because John is actually an old boyfriend from a while ago, so you can call this a rekindled love. I met John, God, 20 years ago. I was in 6th grade, and I met him at Southside Middle School. Now, for those of you that know me in real life, know that I'm completely blissed about the situation. He knew me when I was very, very skinny and had this really bad haircut and overalls, and when I say I was a typical dorky girl and all that, I don't lie. There are pictures to prove it. They're somewhere. I'm not going to implant them in this video today, but I will find stuff and show you, and it's really bad. I had, when I met him in school, we dated. I don't remember much of 7th grade, and the reason why is because I had a psychotic break in 7th grade, which was, when sometimes, when that kind of stuff kind of happens, it blocks out some of that stuff to protect your mind, which is understandable. Apparently we dated for 2 years. I do remember my father threatening him, my actual dad, threatening him with his that he'd have a shovel and bury him. My sister somewhat said the same thing. I'm not necessarily sure. I got sick, and I got taken out of school. He didn't know where I was. Nor was anyone really going to tell him, and that really sucks. My family didn't want to tell him, and my best friend Amada, who I grew up with, and John, both of them did not know where I was, did not know how things were going in my head. No one knew about it, although there were rumors that turned out to be true about my break. I went to a special ed middle school and high school, and he had never left my mind, and when I came back to Southside, he was gone. He was not there. I asked people where he had been, and it kind of sucked, because he wasn't there, and he used to live off of Long Beach Road, and I used to live on the north side of Rockford Center, which is a long way from where it was, and he used to walk, so we had to keep our relationship secret until I got sick, and it was a thing. And he had never really left my mind, and I never stopped loving him, never stopped caring about him, and there was a connection with this man that I never had with anybody else. I mean, he got me like that, and I was 13 when I met him. I never forgot him. I never forgot him. Well, about 3 months ago, give or take. I was feeling kind of crappy and I was feeling depressed, and I decided I wasn't going to fall into this bipolar cycle of being depressed about nothing. I was going to get off my ass, and I was going to go to live band karaoke with some friends. I would meet up with them, obviously, because I was driving. And my mom heard myself talk to myself saying, you know what, I'm not going to get upset. I'm going to get pretty up. I'm going to get dressed nice. And that's the end of it. My mom got proud of me, goes, here, take the car. I'm very happy that you decided to take the happy route. I'm like, in my head I'm going, don't question it, just take the keys. So I go, and live band's already started, and I have a pep in my step, and I'm hanging out with people, and I'm making fun of the guys in the band, and I love those guys to death. And I get a poke in my side by somebody who I know. And I say, hello, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. It's a girl I know. And come to find that she goes, I know somebody you know. And I'm going, this particular person, and I have like a 30-second conversation with myself in my head, and this particular girl only knows the people in karaoke, so all I'm thinking is, she didn't go to my high school at Southside, nor in Queens. She knows no one from Dowling, or from Nassau Community College, so what the heck does she know? I mean, Long Island is 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but there's no way in hell she knows anyone I know. But I went, and I couldn't think of anything, and she looks at me and goes, John. And I look over to the right, and there he is. Thank God I looked damn hot that night. He looked amazing. Better than he did when we were kids. And I didn't recognize him. And the reason why I say this is because he added me on Facebook a year ago. Didn't know who he was. Had no idea. Because he did not look like what he was when we were kids. Because he was in the army. And he had a crew cut. He was cut the fuck. Like, the man had, like, a six-pack. I did not recognize who this man was. So not recognizable. So I don't add anybody I don't know on Facebook. In my head, I didn't know this person. So, whatever. In any event, he looked amazing. But my heart broke. Like, my heart literally broke. To see him with another girl, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. But apparently, he saw me walk up, and his first thought in his head was, damn, I wish I could hold her and kiss her. And that, when I heard that, was amazing. This is, by the way, after it didn't work out with that girl. So, I decided to impress him and got on stage, and he knew I could sing, and he knew I had talent prior. But, I wanted to show off, and it worked. I floored him, which is great. Unfortunately, it did not work out with that girl, and I lost my game. I get, and the way it worked out was that I get a few months later, two months after that, like a month after that, I got, my grandmother wanted me to help her make dinner. So, she wanted me to make mashed potatoes for her. I said, fine, no problem. The problem with this is, apparently, I was having an off day in the kitchen. Don't know why, but it happened. And, apparently making mashed potatoes was bad, and I ended up making potato soup, which is not that bad actually, because if you put a little sour cream and some bacon, it's amazing. I made a status on Facebook saying, tried to make mashed potatoes, ended up making potato soup. Off day in the kitchen, and John commented on it. And he looks at me and goes, he's like, your father and your mom owned restaurants for years, and you can't, and you don't know how to make mashed potatoes? For shame. Keep in mind, I still haven't added him on Facebook yet, and he's just like, and I'm just freaking out, because people, like, you have to understand, the only way people know that my parents own a restaurant is when I mention Fair Bambini. And then they go, oh, you're so-and-so's kid. I'm like, yeah. That did not happen. So I'm just, like, freaking out. I'm like, oh, shit, I have another stalker. I can't believe this is happening. And I said, how the fuck do you know that? And who the hell are you? He looks at me and goes, Ranger, a month ago, it's John and Farrell's. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Added on Facebook. And we exchanged phone numbers and talked, and we ended up meeting later in the evening, and he picks me up, and I told him, by the way, my uncle lives next door, and he parks in front of my uncle's house. My plan was to keep this a secret. Did not happen, because as I was leaving my house to go meet with him, he was walking up towards me, and my uncle was going in his house. I said, you know you parked in front of my uncle's house, right? Yeah, I know, I just talked to him, and my heart dropped in my vagina, because my uncle and my mom, they talk a lot. No way I'm keeping this a secret now. he goes, yeah, I just talked to him, and I'm like, alright, great. He walks up to me, plants a kiss on me, and I kiss him right back, and it's like nothing hadn't changed. So, I now am a true believer in a saying, if you love something, let it go, and it'll truly come back to you tenfold. I can't begin to tell you how much I believe in this now. So we've been official since September 1st, it's now the 13th. And I've been dying to tell people. I'm dying to tell the world, and I finally have, and it's not really official, so I'm making a channel. So, yeah, this is the thing. I love you guys to death. I'm gonna attempt to go to sleep. I have to drop my mother in the morning, but I love your faces. Okay, bye! I attempt to go to sleep. Oh! I don't know where that came from.